Hello guys, welcome back. It's your boy Mo from the Gaming Monarchy, and today we're talking about the brand new entry in the Dying Light franchise, Dying Light the Beast. Brought to you by Techland, the same devs that got us Part 1 and the complicated yet good in its own way Part 2. Now Techland are famous for the numerous Easter eggs all over the Dying Light franchise, but this one they went the extra mile. Techland put so many Easter eggs in this game that even the director himself doesn't know the exact number. So I grabbed 10 of the craziest ones out there, and some of these are secret weapons you must try at least once. So, without further ado, here are 10 Easter eggs hidden deep in the world of Dying Light the Beast. Starting things up at number 10, we have the Beaver Dam, and this one is already legendary, but you'll have to get through some steps before unraveling this one, as is the case in many of these Easter eggs. So, to find this one, you basically have to build your own Beaver Dam, and after the tedious act of collecting and placing many branches, you're not done just yet. You then go and rest up, and when you're back to the same spot, the dam opens up a hidden path, leading to a secret cave underwater. And there you find the beaver's home. Now, here's the funny part. When you first enter, it's nothing special, nothing that catches your attention at first, making us think that this was all just a big old prank from the devs. Until you decide to rest on the couch. And when you're awake, the beaver comes home. That's when you realize this isn't a cute Easter egg anymore. You're literally about to commit homicide and murder this beaver in his own home. But when you do, and this takes you a while, you finally get the real reward, the legendary beaver stick. And I'm not gonna lie, when you first pick it up, it literally looks like a useless piece of wood. But here's the twist. It's not just the meat. This thing gets insane bonuses, especially if you're doing parkour attacks. And it has a crazy knockdown chance. It actually hits way harder than it looks. Next up, for number 9, we have an insane weapon that comes to you straight from one of the greatest PlayStation games ever, God of War. And what makes this Easter egg even funnier is not some long annoying quest. It's literally just hidden in a spot you'll probably pass by and not even look up. So in order to get this weapon, you're going to have to go to the Misty Forest Resort. And the axe is not inside the building or anything. It's actually mounted outside, above a balcony doorway. Like it's just hanging there disrespectfully for you to grab. So you go to the resort entrance, shift to the right side of the building, start climbing up, and when you reach the balcony, don't just jump down like an idiot. Stay up there on the railing and look above the doorway, and you'll spot it. You grab it and boom, you get the Ciupaga Axe. And you also get the blueprint with it, so you can craft a higher level one later. And trust me when I say, the whole vibe is Leviathan Axe energy. The throwing of the axe is that satisfactory. You'll feel like Kratos in no time. And the best part is that it actually feels like a proper secret reward, not just a reskin. One thing though, if you go there too early and you don't see it, don't panic. Some people said it didn't spawn for them until they progressed a bit in the game. So just come back after you've moved forward in the story and it should be there. So this one references one of the greatest movies ever, Harry Potter. And if you're familiar with Harry Potter, then you've most probably heard of the famous 9 3/4 train station wall. For this one, you're going to have to head for the railway bridge area near the monastery. Ironic, I know. And inside one of the collapsed tunnel sections, you'll see the little graffiti that basically tells you what it is already. 9 3/4. So naturally, you do what the game wants you to do. You jump straight into the wall like an idiot. And yes, you actually phased through it. And right when you think, okay, that's cute, that's the Easter egg, Techland still has one more surprise up its sleeve. Which brings us to the next entry. So, once you're inside the tunnel, now it's simple. You keep walking forward and bam, there it is. Literally a group of blocks straight out of Minecraft the game. So, from here, it's simple, but also tedious. You basically start breaking through the blocks and pushing deeper and deeper, and it turns into this little tunnel vibe where you just keep going forward. Breaking more, finding little side spots, and the game keeps baiting you into thinking it's just a joke area, until you finally reach the payoff, which is that weird golden lit train area. And that's where you grab the last hand of Glova Blueprint. This one is basically Techland hitting us with not only one Easter egg, but 2 in a row. And the best part is that you actually end up with a real reward, not just a reference clip for 2 seconds. Alright, for this next one, you're gonna have to pay attention real good, or else you'll just mistake it for a pile of garbage. Now, the way most people end up finding it is actually during the first blood part, when you're heading toward that missed boss fight area. The raft is basically sitting on an island west of the location. So if you're in that area, it's worth taking a small detour and checking the water nearby instead of just running straight to the objective. You actually find a tent with some scrap around, and what locks this one in and confirms that it's a reference to Tom Hanks' Castaway is the ball sitting right there next to the tent. It's Wilson, Tom Hanks' best buddy from the movie. And yeah, this one isn't like the Beaver where you get some insane weapon at the end. This is more of a pure Techland being Techland moment, because they really put a whole movie reference in the middle of the apocalypse just for the people who actually explore. This one is pretty simple, but it's actually very smart, because it's not like a big flashy Jason jump scare type of Easter egg. It's more like Techland slipping it in quietly and letting the player notice it on their own.
That's what she said!
So, for this one, all you have to do is literally open your map. Yes, that's all you have to do, and actually look at it properly. And at the bottom edge, you can spot a location literally called Crystal Lake, which, if you know Friday the 13th, you already know exactly what that is. And the best part is it kinda messes with, because once you see Crystal Lake, you immediately want to go there and see if Techland actually put something there. And people did try, but from what everyone's saying, it's basically on the edge of the map and you can't really reach it normally. You hit boundaries and the game just won't let you push into it like that. So yeah, it's one of those Easter eggs that's literally just a name on the map, but it still works. And you have to respect Techland for that small attention to detail. Even the reference itself is enough. This next one is a really cool yet easily missable Easter egg. And if you watch The Walking Dead, you'll instantly recognize this one. So the way you usually run into this one is while progressing the story early on, specifically in the A New Strain mission. There you'll come across a door where the warning is written in the same style, right there in front of you. Don't open, dead inside. What I really like about this one is that it's not trying to be some huge moment. It's literally just Techland dropping a reference in the world and trusting you to clock it. This one is a straight up Skyrim reference. And it's the most classic one too. Techland loves to add this reference in a way or another in each of their games. So you run into this one during the story, and it's super easy to miss, because it's not glowing or marked or anything. It's literally just a skeleton sitting there with an arrow stuck in its knee. And if you're running through objectives, you'll probably never even clock it, unless you slow down for a second and actually look at what you're seeing. Techland didn't try to hide this one at all. They just placed it there, like if you know, you know. Alright, let's get back to Easter eggs that actually have a good payout. Because this one doesn't just reference the legendary movie, The Terminator 2, but it actually gives you a legendary weapon as well, also known as the Statement. And if you've watched any of the Terminator movies, you already know where this is going. So, for this one, you have to go to Pembroke, located on your map. And there, you're going to find a small building with a small vent on the side. From there, you're going to have to enter the vent, and inside, you'll find a generator that you're going to have to start. After that, you'll have to connect a power cable to the workshop next door. But that isn't as easy as it sounds, as zombies will be crawling all around and interrupting the process if you don't handle them. Once the cables connect, there you have it. You can enter inside the workshop and you're instantly welcomed with the infamous motorcycle of the Terminator himself, sitting right there in the middle of the workshop. But that's not why you're there, because like I said, behind the motorcycle, lying there on the workbench, is the insane Terminator shotgun, or as you may call it, the Statement. And once you pick it up, you immediately understand why people talk about it. Because this isn't just a cute collectible. This thing does serious damage and packs a hell of a kick. And finally, for number 1, we're not giving you any movie or game reference, but this one is a must-have Easter egg weapon, and maybe one of the best weapons in the entire game. So let's get right into it. Here's how you get it. Open your map and head toward the Val, or the Vale, and you're gonna be looking for the area around Pembroke called Silos. Once you're there, the key detail is the dangling rope halfway up one of the silos. And that's your way in. Once you're done with the tedious act of actually climbing all the way to the top, and finally getting inside the structure, don't overthink it. Just go straight to the workbench area, and there it is. The legendary Sawblade Launcher blueprint, one of the best ranged weapons in the game. Just sitting there waiting for you to claim it. And yes, crafting it will cost you a bit, but it's totally worth it. Because this thing deletes regular enemies, and even chunks bosses like nothing else. A must-have weapon if you want to destroy those annoying freaks. And that's it. Those were 10 of many Easter eggs hidden in the massive world of Dying Light the Beast. And if you enjoyed this video, I might do a part 2 and even 3, as there are plenty more noteworthy Easter eggs to be discovered. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and start the treasure hunt for some of the best references and most powerful weapons the game has to offer. And as usual, it's your boy Mo. Have an amazing, wonderful night, and peace!